They didn't ask any of that stuff. That's crazy. Like, they asked GPA, yeah, and I was just like, okay, weird, whatever. And that was it. Like, that's my name and GPA. And address. I got the 2-finger deal, and they gave me 3.
That's happened to me. We are live, but no audio. Okay. We probably have another 10 minutes of this anyways. Yeah. Give Coleman time to smash his food.
Nah, I don't need to. Yeah, they even gave me a few scholarships, or offered me a few. Sadly, it was the most expensive college of all the ones that I started to go to, so I wasn't able to. Yeah. That college. Well, actually, no, it wasn't the most expensive. The other one was South Dakota School of Mines. That was the most expensive. And I didn't even blink at Colorado School of Mines. Yeah. They're $70,000. Solely because his aunt and uncle were saving up to, if they had a child, they never had a child, so they just gave all the money to them.
Eli's plans after graduation are to attend Ole Miss and play hockey there while studying either real estate or business administration. Eli would like to thank Connor, Brett, Ethan, and Keegan for convincing me to play and Ken Williams for life. Ladies and gentlemen, Eli Lowe. And with that, let's have a large round of applause for our entire group of 2025 seniors. Thank you for all you've done for Bronc soccer, Sheridan High School, and the future of the program.
Delicious.
It tastes good too. I couldn't tell if that was coming from the speaker or from below. Or downstairs. When I first heard that, I thought it was the speaker for the field.
I was like, someone had Taco Bell in the bathroom. We had that when we first started. Yeah. I just always
And a very good evening, soccer fans. Welcome to another broadcast here of Sheridan Bronc Soccer. It is senior night here at Homer Scott Field for the Sheridan Broncs. They are taking on Campbell County. James Timberlake here, along with Steven Schreffler and Coleman Hanchett on the cameras this evening. Thank you very much for joining us here this evening. Troopers, not the Troopers, the Broncs. Sorry, it's been a lot of games in a row. I've been mixing up the names, yeah. The Broncs, they have 11 seniors on this roster, and they're going to be starting 10 of them this evening. Eli Negron going to start in goal. Carson Chase, and followed by Carson Chase. Breck Reed, the lone non-senior, they'll be in the starting lineup. And they'll be Kelton Crow, Daniel Newman, Bryce Child, Connor Bateson, Ty Gilbertson, Cameron Sidley, Xander Cleland, and Alexander Whitehead are your seniors and starters for Sheridan. The lone senior that it will be starting on the bench this evening will be Eli Lowe. And 11 seniors for the Sheridan Bronc team. They're 5-0-2 on the season, only 2 draws, 0 losses. They're undefeated coming into this senior night. Their only draws came against Central and Laramie. And then taking on Campbell County, who is 4-1-2 on the season. Their lone loss came to Central, and their draws came against East and Laramie so far this season. So it should be a good matchup. Campbell County going to start Patrick Lynch in goal, followed by Draven Van Dam, Damian Carlson, Yoskart Felix, Jonathan Aguayo, Brody Jarvis, Carson Eischeid, and then Garrett Herther, Corbin Branscom, Jace McGregor, and Jalen Reyna as the starters for Campbell County. We will see if the Broncs will keep this undefeated streak intact, taking on a pretty solid Campbell County team. I think they're just under, last time I checked here, they are just under the Broncs as far as standings go, just under the Broncs. They are 5-0-2 overall. Broncs are. Campbell County 4-1-2, and in division in the East, Sheridan's 3-0-2, and Campbell is 2-1-2 so far this season. So this will be a good matchup to kind of get the idea of what it'll look like as we get closer to the regional tournaments and then into the state tournaments as well. The Broncs will start on the right side, wearing the blue tops and the blue shorts today, and Campbell wearing the all-white kit here today. Steven, good to have you along with us here this evening.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for making the trek. Coleman as well, as this will be our last Sheridan Bronc, I believe, Sheridan Bronc soccer broadcast. Lady Broncs will play Friday, Saturday, but this will be the last one. Senior night, obviously, that usually is the conclusion of the season for a lot of these guys, their last home games. So this will be it for the Sheridan Broncs this year.
How many more home Lady Bronc games do we have?
I think we have 3 more. So Friday, Saturday, and I think Tuesday, the next Tuesday will be the last one, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. It could be the Friday after as well, but
I'm definitely not ready for it to be over.
I know. I feel that it's kind of blown by. We are underway here this evening. Campbell County with the ball. Going to start with possession. They're going to work it around the back, try to move upfield, but Carson Chase going to come up and intercept the pass there and pass it forward up to Kelton Crow as he's moving forward right to left across your screen. Again, Broncs in the blue kits and the Campbell County Camels in the all-white kits here this evening. Thank you again for joining us. Remember to give your family members a heads up, or family members of people who are watching, or of people who are playing, give them heads up that this is being broadcast live, SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media YouTube and Facebook pages, and they can tune in as well. But everybody that is here, greatly appreciate you joining us here this evening. Sheridan, again, 5-0-2 on the season. They really have not had, I'll say, a real difficult test. I mean, they've had a couple draws so far this season, but nothing that felt like they were really having to battle back from a huge deficit or anything like that. And this is Campbell County being 4-1-2 themselves. This might be another one that they should be able to kind of control and not necessarily dominate. I won't say that, but at the very least should be able to kind of control and find themselves in the victory column once again, or at the very least keep the unbeaten streak alive. Because again, Troopers. I keep doing the Troopers. Broncs have yet to drop a game here this season.
Speaking of the Troopers, how are they doing this year?
They're doing pretty good from what I've seen, obviously. It's still early. They got a couple games that they have to, or a couple games that are coming up that'll be a good test as well. Good gauge of where they're actually at compared to the cream of the crop, if you will, for the rest of the state, the Gillettes and the Cheyennes. So we get a goal kick here. It's going to be sent all the way down. Sheridan going to control it. Breck Reed on the ball. He's going to pass it over to Bryce Child and clear it back out to Eli Negron, who is going to kick it out of play, and it'll be a throw-in here for Campbell County. And the throw-in here from Campbell. It's kind of a short throw-in. And Sheridan trying to clear it away. Whitehead, one of the seniors, with it initially, but Campbell County comes away with it. And kick that's deflected, and it'll go out of play for a throw-in. I thought we were going to get a foul called there, but no foul. No foul given.
From up here, it looked pretty clean.
It was a slide tackle, it looked like. I thought it was a little more than it was. As we're going to get a goal kick here off of a corner kick off of the throw-in from Campbell County, so they'll have an opportunity. It's going to be Corbin Branscombe doing the cross. Sheridan coming off a 1-0 victory over Thunder Basin. That was last Friday as the cross is taken. Had a target down there, but misplayed on the header, and it's going to go out for another throw-in here for the Broncs. Beautiful night here in Sheridan as well.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yesterday was rough. It was a little wet.
It was a little wet.
Wet, probably about a 25-degree difference, too, in temperature, so I'm glad we're doing this. Glad we're playing here tonight with this temperature than yesterday's weather. As we're going to have an opportunity here for Sheridan as it's misplayed by the Campbell County defense, but good recovery. Get on top of the ball. So midfielder came back. I think that was Carson Asheed. And then we'll get a foul against Sheridan. That's the other thing is this team has kind of developed. We were seeing a lot of fouls early in the season from the Sheridan team. And I know bad timing, obviously, because they just got called for a foul here, but they've definitely cut down on it as the season has come along. As a free
Continue
kick.
with their aggressiveness and close play, but yeah, the fouls have decreased.
And that's been a good thing to see develop from them so far this season. Sheridan going to win it back here. Connor Bateson going to move around and then back to Carson Chase behind. And Sheridan, some pretty good press here from Campbell County. Sheridan not really finding a lot of availability up the field. They're going to try to find Alex Whitehead down the left wing here, and it's going to bounce to Whitehead. He's got to slow up a little bit to retain possession of it. And now Campbell County going to be able to regain traction. And then back out of play by Campbell County. Knocked out of play by Campbell County. So we'll have a throw in here in the attacking area for Sheridan. Bryce Child going to be on it. A couple subs waiting for Sheridan to come on. Bunch of subs.
4 at a time.
Yep. We're going to see Burgess come on. We'll see Evan Ballou come on. A lot of these guys, not a lot of them, a couple of them were the senior starters, so getting a start on senior night, as you like to see. But this looks more like the regular starting lineup that we typically see from the Sheridan team. So throw in knocked away again by Sheridan, or by Campbell County, excuse me. Another throw in here for Sheridan. That's sent over. Evan Ballou centers it off the header. Do have an opportunity here. Through ball sent in. That would have been a good pass, but we're going to get a foul call against. Is it Sheridan? Is it against Sheridan?
That's going to be against Campbell County, I believe.
Yeah, that should be in the penalty area, no?
Yeah. I mean, they're well in. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like they're going to give a free kick. I'm not 100% what the rule is, but I guess if it's...
I didn't see the why.
I didn't either. Nonetheless, a free kick in dangerous area, obviously. A couple people on it for Sheridan. It's going to be given to Evan Ballou, and he's going to have it knocked away by Campbell County, and there'll be a throw-in on the opposite side. I was assuming that would have been a penalty because it's inside the box, but I haven't brushed up on my Sheridan rules, or my soccer rules for Wyoming State soccer.
Heck of a throw-in there.
Yeah. Goes out of play, though. Powerful, not accurate, though, but that's okay.
We saw
straighten that out.
2 games ago, we saw a throw-in go in, which didn't count, of course.
Yeah.
But
a rarity. Sometimes I feel like if I have enough of a lead and I get a throw-in opportunity like way over there, like way over where they are right now, I'd at least try it.
I mean,
why not?
Get it close.
Yeah.
Someone just give it a little tap.
Exactly.
Put it in.
Well, a throw in here from Campbell County, basically the same spot. I believe that was actually a turnover from Sheridan that caused them to have that throw in. It's going to bounce back to Kelton Crow, though. And
that did look like a penalty.
That one was,
against Campbell County.
That one was more of a foul, it looked like, than the previous one.
The crowd is not happy with that.
We're getting a little back and forth there from Connor Bateson and Corbin Branscombe as well. Getting a little testy. This is a rivalry, obviously. It's Campbell County and Sheridan. I don't want to say neither team likes each other, but it's a long-standing town rivalry, if you will. Always has been.
Might always be.
It might always will. Yeah. Yellowstone could erupt, and we'll still have the rivalry between Campbell County and Sheridan. It'll be whoever can recover from the ashes first. We got a shot here, attempt from Campbell County, but it's knocked away. It's going to land perfectly to Bryce Child. He's going to send it forward.
Nice
tried to fight
pass.
Kelton Crow, and it was a good through ball, but knocked away. Played nicely as well from Campbell County. That was Brody Jarvis who knocked that one away. We'll have a throw in here for Sheridan. Moving forward, and again, another foul called against Sheridan in the attacking area. That's 2 straight possessions that they've ended an attack with a foul against them.
Now, I know we've had a few fouls, but Sheridan, Campbell County games usually get chippy.
Yeah.
Hockey, soccer, football, like.
No matter what it is, there's like I said, it's the rivalry, you know. Every state's got one. Every school's got one, I feel like. You know, everybody's got the one team that they don't want to lose to in anything, and this is that one for both of these teams. Sheridan's crossed in a couple here, but good defense being played by Patrick Lynch out of the goalkeeper spot. Again, Sheridan being quick on the press once the ball starts coming down. They're able to get on top of it. Carson Chase with it here initially. Breck Reed with it now. He's working outside, trying to find Alex Osborne. And Osborne's going to give it back to Breck Reed.
Good patience, good positioning.
Mm-hmm. Good pressure as well here from Campbell County, but not really losing any of their form. So not a lot is opening as Negron's just going to have to kick this away, and it's going to allow a throw in here for Campbell County.
Good read, good clear. That could have been a dangerous opportunity for Campbell County right there.
Throw in here, sent in. And it's going to be knocked. No, we're going to get looks like a foul call again against Sheridan. It'll be a free kick out of bounds. We're going to get a card on someone. Looks like we're Alex Osborne is going to get a call, and so is Breck Reed. I'm not sure what for. It must have been something he said. It must have been something both of them said.
Yeah, it must have been.
Now the referee's going to come over and have a word with the coach for Sheridan.
Ref not very happy.
Nope. I'm assuming it had to have been something that they said, 100% at this point, especially with the ref talking to the coach. And they both got sent off. Just a yellow, though. But they will have to come off because of it. Here comes the free kick. And it's going to be cleared away by Sheridan nicely. Campbell County is going to get on top of it here, though. But good initial pressure by Christian Burgess. Campbell County still with possession. Now they're, man, that was that dead to rights turnover there, but Campbell County does recover. Now Sheridan gets on top of it. They try to move it back up the field. It was Liam Weber that came in for Alex Osborne.
Sheridan's positioning and possession game right now is just killing it so far.
High possession. They've had a lot of this so far, a lot of passing around the back as Campbell County's been able to put the high pressure up, but not leaving a lot of their, or losing a lot of their form. As Sheridan tries to clear it down the field. They do get an opening. They're going to send it out wide. They got someone open out there. I believe it's
Comes
Braxton
across.
Crowe going to try to cross it over to his brother, and it's going to be cleared away out of play for a throw-in.
It was the right idea. It was the right play. Just didn't work out that time.
As well, a couple guys sub back in. Alex Osborne will come back in, so will Breck Reed. Ty Gilbertson going to come off, as well as Liam Weber. So the throw in here for Sheridan. Sent in. Another nice throw in. A shot attempt here from Bryce Child, but goes wide. Nearly won a corner off of it, too, but defender just got out of the way in time. We've had about 13 minutes go here in this first half. Still tied 0-0.
If you're looking at the clock on the screen, I did start it a few minutes late.
Yeah.
I got distracted with the nice weather and amazing soccer out in front of us.
Just assume our clock is a bit of an estimate, if you will, but pretty close. Sheridan with it Campbell County with it initially here, and now they'll turn it over and throw it in. Bryce Child going to try to get on top of it from Alex Osborne, but it's going to roll all the way down, and it'll be a goal kick for Campbell. Even chippy with the refs a little bit here for this game.
But the weather, you couldn't ask for better
perfect
weather than this.
This feels like the start of spring. Good slide tackle there. Connor Bateson with it. It's going to be a Campbell County throw-in, but a good tackle.
Another foul.
Another foul for Sheridan. Carson Chase using the back of the Campbell County attacker, which you cannot do, to get a lift, a rugby lift, if you will.
You can't run up their back.
I don't
Jump
think
over.
so. No, I wish. That'd be cool. Make it a rugby lift, but no, you cannot do that.
Maybe we needed like an X League of soccer.
Oh, like the XFL?
Yeah.
But for soccer? That would be cool. No fouls.
Indoor wall ball.
Yeah, true. Indoor soccer like that does exist.
Yeah.
I mean, you've played that.
Yeah.
So Sheridan with an attack here. Kelton Crowe going to get the ball. Good pass back.
There we go.
Looking for an opening. A shot attempt, and it's knocked away by Campbell County, then jumped on by Patrick Lynch. Good goalkeeping there.
Heck of a save.
Big opportunity there from Sheridan, too. Could not put the ball in the back of the net. So we'll have another goal kick here. And Sheridan going to come away with it after some nice moves offensively from Campbell County. Christian Burgess going to hustle to this one. He's going to send it out wide to Kelton Crowe once again. And Kelton going to try to slow things down as Braxton Crowe was going to try to work back over the middle from his right wing position, but gets turned over. Sheridan with some really good passes in the attacking zone here in the early parts of this game. Sheridan had it initially there, and then Campbell County gets it. Now Sheridan gets it back. Alex Osborne up the left side from his left back position. Christian Burgess going to try to get it out wide to Crowe, but goes out of play. That's actually Xander Cleland. I apologize. Not Braxton Crowe. Xander Cleland playing the right wing. Again, 11 seniors on the Sheridan team. Only one that's not a senior that started this evening was Breck Reed. The rest of them all were starters and seniors. So we might see a pretty big change in roster construction, if you will, for this team next year. How many graduating seniors they'll have leaving. So we get another foul against Sheridan. Another foul against Sheridan. Good free kick here from Campbell. It's a great ball in. Opportunity for him, but it's going to be cleared away. Nice job by Carson Chase to recover on that one.
Going to take a real quick second to shout out some of our sponsors that make this broadcast and others like it possible. We have Farmers Co-op, Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing. First Bake of Wyoming, Kilpatrick Creations, ERA Carroll Realty, and Candlewood Suites. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors.
Can't do it without them, as always.
If you're Sheridan right now, you kind of have to be extra cautious on the penalties for a few minutes at least.
Throw in here from Campbell County. Going to be cleared away. Nice defense there by Sheridan, but then a shot taken from Campbell County. It's going to get out of play, though. It'll be a goal kick. We'll also give a shout-out to Camco Federal Credit Union. Remember, Campco Federal Credit Union, they can help you get a competitive rate if you are in the market for buying a vehicle. The Campco loan team is ready to assist you today. You can come in today or apply online at CampcoFCU.com. Campco Federal Credit Union is a member NCUA and an equal housing lender, supporting Bronc and Lady Bronc soccer. Big thank you to Campco. We're having an opportunity here for Ty Gilbertson. He's going to try to sneak it through.
It's in.
And it's in off of the keeper initially.
Wow.
Then rolls, kind of dribbles into the back of the net for a Sheridan goal.
You don't see many like that.
That was a dribbler. Went off the keeper. And then after that, it was just a free roll. There was one Campbell County defender that had his last shot at it to try to clear it away, but it was too far gone into the back of the net. And that will make it a 1-0 ball game here. Ty Gilbertson with the goal.
The refs going into these games have to know about the whole Sheridan Gillette thing.
Definitely.
So they're shutting stuff down early,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Definitely.
Keeping
I'm sure.
it as clean as they can.
I'm sure they're warned about that sort of stuff beforehand for a lot of their games that they go to.
Right.
This one will be chippy, that sort of thing. Sometimes they are.
Speaking about the extra little bump right there that happened possibly on accident.
Yeah, that's what Gilby will want you to think too.
Yeah.
Ty Gilbertson, he'll say, "Yeah, no, go over the ball."
Gilby's got that big smile though. It's hard to
does.
give him a big penalty.
Yeah,
He's got that smile, big happy face.
What's the? That was a handball. Yep, there it is. That was called.
Good call there.
Yeah, I saw it. You know what? I saw it and I was like, that the physics didn't make any sense right there.
Like, how did the ball
went up and then down immediately?
Yeah.
So Sheridan with a free kick at about the 33-yard line.
Great crowd here on senior night.
Yep. Nice to have senior night on a rivalry game, too.
Yeah, sure is.
You can head out after your last game. We have a cross here from Sheridan. It's still on the ground. Burgess with an opportunity. Blocked away initially. Campbell County is going to clear it out. Good defense being played. A good scorpion kick there, too, from...
You don't see that very often either.
Cool.
That was a mistake in front of the net.
Yeah.
From Campbell County to not get it out of there.
Yoskart Felix had the little scorpion kick that sent it through, but...
That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I've seen a couple of moves. Remember, Alex Osborne hasn't done it in a while, but he had the one game where he put 2 bicycle kicks attempts in. I can't remember who that was against, but he did twice. And I don't know if we've seen it since then.
0 were successful, right?
Yeah, he was 0 for 2, but he tried.
It looked amazing.
Yeah.
100% A+ for effort there.
The classic adage, the surgery was a success, but the patient died.
It was phenomenal.
It was cool looking.
I mean,
no contact.
You can't get them. Oh, whoa. The shadow of the ball looked like it was going towards our net. But you can't successfully get a bicycle kick if you don't ever try.
You're right. Wayne Gretzky said that.
Very close.
He's like, how am I going to put goals up if I don't try?
Yeah.
The between the legs goal.
Life is boring without goals.
Wow, true. That's a good one. Did you make that up?
No,
on the spot?
some hockey sticker somewhere.
I was going to say, life is boring. That's a great
pro.
a great sticker.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, but especially with the...
I don't know where I saw that, but I will tell you, there's no chance I made that up.
I thought you did for a second. I was like, wow. You're in the wrong industry. You got to be a philosopher.
Right.
We'll get a goal kick here from the ground. A couple subs coming on for Sheridan as well. Braxton Crow will come on for Kelton Crow. And Xander Cleland will come back on. He'll replace Bryce Child on the left wing. Braxton will play up top in the forward position. About 19 minutes to go here in this first half. 1-0 lead for Sheridan.
So Sheridan boys have more games just on the road, right?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they'll have a couple more games on the road. And then state regionals, and then state obviously as well, but those are on the road as well. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last home game for Sheridan. And if I'm wrong, then you'll hear my voice again calling a Bronc game a week or two. It really has. It has gone by fast. Maybe we started, March, right?
Mm-hmm.
End of March? Maybe February? First game we had snow on the ground.
So some of these last games on home turf, some of these seniors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a big deal for them. I mean, of course. This could be the last soccer game they end up playing, on a record-keeping basis, if you will, and they'll go on and play recreation or something like that. But as far as, real competition, if you will, this could be the last time. It's weird to think about, especially you don't think about that when you're a kid.
No, I was just thinking about that. Like, you spent some of those times not knowing that time was significant.
The last time, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow, that's another good one. You're doing high philosophy right now.
Tuning in for soccer and philosophy tonight, folks.
Plato on the call. Sheridan gonna have the goal kick and win it. Gonna get it out to Gilby.
Oh,
but we'll have a foul called against Campbell County. It looked like beforehand. So free kick for Sheridan at about the 45.
Wasn't sure who's gonna walk away with the call there.
Yep. Yeah, Sheridan. I said they'd been doing very good, but they've had a bunch of fouls called against them so far. So we have a player down for Campbell. Can't tell if it's a cramp or not. Down at about the 5-yard line. I think it was he was the one that was going after Gilby.
Yeah, when they both.
Yeah, they're both going for the ball and the through ball. And it was just kind of an awkward situation because you're trying to stop the ball immediately as it's rolling. And he is running off, so that's a good sign. It is Draven Van Dam, it looks like is who it is. So he'll come off, and coming on for him is Yoskart Felix. They immediately got a water bottle, so hopefully it's just a cramp.
Pickle juice, mustard, all the things.
All the cramp fixes.
A banana.
Banana. Yeah, that's a bad combo, though. Pickle juice with mustard and banana. Disgusting. Free kick is in here. Sheridan trying to get control of it to find an opening. Campbell County going to knock it away, and it'll be a throw-in here for Sheridan. Pretty good throw-in. It's going to land right at the hands of Patrick Lynch, though. And we'll reset for a little throw-in, but then we'll roll it out to one of his defenders here.
With soccer wrapping up soon.
Yep.
What's our next major sport?
We got baseball, obviously.
Baseball going on right now. It's already started.
And then, as far as sports goes, that's still
football.
Yeah, which is weird to think about. Football on deck. Feels like just yesterday
with picking up soccer, I feel like we're broadcasting all year now.
I mean, we kind of are, yeah.
This is great.
As they throw in here for Sheridan, Patrick Lynch is going to try to kick it away, but an opportunity as it lands right to the feet of a Sheridan player, but shanks it, and it's going to get out of play, and it'll be a Campbell County throw-in all the way on the other side. There was an opportunity there. Again, Sheridan, like you said it initially, they are dominating possession. They're seeing a lot more of it here in this attacking area, too.
They're looking great.
This has been their bread and butter, if you will, is just dominating the possession game and dominating the possession game in the attacking area. Ty Gilbertson going to have a chance here as well. He's going to cross it in, looking for Braxton Crow, but it's going to be knocked away, and it will be a corner kick.
Some more shout-outs to our amazing sponsors. We have Sheridan College, Security State Bank, Waring Chevrolet, EVIA Hearing and Sound, First Federal Rank and Trust, Thompson Master Masons, Bank of Sheridan, and Sheridan Recreation District. Thank you, sponsors.
We'll have a corner here for Sheridan. Couple subs coming on for Sheridan as well. Bryce Child going to come back on, as well as Kelton Crow going to come back on as well with the corner coming up. Can't tell who has taken the corner. The corner is taken here as Christian Burgess puts a foot to it, but it goes a little high, and it'll go out of play for a goal kick. A big thank you to Range as well. Cyber attacks, they don't just put your data at risk, they can put your productivity at risk as well. Range's managed IT services gives you a full suite of data protection. Let the Range experts take care of your company's cyber security, supporting youth sports in Sheridan County and beyond. You can go online for more information to range.net. So again, big thank you to Range as always. They've been the sponsor for ours for, feels like every sport that we ever do. So big thank you to Range as well. We'll be doing...
Thank you so much for this blazing fast internet.
True.
Here.
Yeah, that I honestly,
couldn't do it without
I was going to say, it's made a big difference in how we broadcast a lot of these games. A little goal kick here from Campbell County, but again, Sheridan on top of it quickly. That's something they haven't lost a lot of just throughout the entire season, are those 50-50 balls in the air. They end up winning them pretty consistently.
Even when you kind of have to lean on your opponent there.
Yep. That does lead to foul calls, but if you're up 1-0, you're still getting fouls called. You know.
Yeah.
That's you take the 1-0 lead any time of the day. So throw in here for Campbell County, but knocked away by Carson Chase, and then turned over to Campbell. And back out to Bryce Child for Sheridan. He's out on the right wing now as he switched it up after he came back in. He was initially on the left wing. We'll have another throw in here for Sheridan. It's about 13 minutes to go on the clock here in the first half. Carson Chase going to cross one in, looking for a Sheridan player, but cleared away nicely by Campbell County. And then Christian Burgess just doing what he does best.
You can't assume you're getting the ball. You have to work for it, especially when Sheridan is just feet away. They're going to run around you and grab the ball.
Now a through ball here to Liam Weber on the outside. He's going to try to keep it in, but it rolls out in what will be a goal kick. Xander Cleland, was on that one, not Liam Weber. Xander Cleland. 1-0 lead here for Sheridan. Again, trying to keep their unbeaten streak alive. 5-0-2 on the season. Couple of dominating wins, couple of close matchups. This one so far, sticking in the close side of things. But Sheridan with their opportunities. Kelton Crow going to move forward with it here again in the attacking zone, and he will get fouled.
He was setting up a real nice cross there, too.
Yeah, this will be a free kick, but it'll play more like a corner, it feels like.
Cool angled here.
Mm-hmm.
This will be dangerous.
Bryce Child going to have to try to cross this in. Not going to have a shot at, he could try to take a shot at it, but much worse angle, obviously. Bryce Child is ready to go. Here comes the cross in, and a header taken. Goes just wide. Patrick Lynch got up there to try to get a fist to it, and it went over his head.
From our angle, I thought that was going.
So did I.
I thought that was going.
It's the headers, man. I believe that was Alex Osborne as well, if I'm not mistaken. But no, it was not, actually. It was Kelton Crow who got his head to that. But just sent it wide. Man, yeah, from the angle I just saw on the stream there, that was like, looks like he was basically standing in goal when he got that. But nonetheless, sent wide, so it's still 1-0 game. Sheridan retains possession here again. It's going to be sent out wide, out to Carson Chase on the far side of the field. He's going to show his dribble moves. He's going to come forward with it, find Kelton Crow as he's moving up the flank. Kelton Crow tries to send another cross in, and into the back of the net.
Wow.
As Christian Burgess slots it in off of the cross.
From back here at the 50, when he crossed that over midfield and they took that up, that just looked perfect all the way through.
A beautiful goal here. Christian Burgess with the assist coming from Kelton Crow as well.
And there's a yellow card.
Yellow card.
Coming up after the celebration.
For what?
I
Celebration, maybe, I guess?
I am not sure.
Christian Burgess is going to have to come off, so it looks like it was against him.
Crowd's still celebrating anyways.
Yeah, 2-0 lead's a 2-0 lead, right?
I'd like to know what this is right here. Okay.
Coleman says possibly for hitting the flag, which I guess that would make sense. But still.
After the play?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you don't have a bell to ring.
Yeah. No whistle.
No whistle.
Oh, they do have a whistle, don't they?
No, I'm talking about like in football. Sheridan
Oh,
football,
right.
You can't come by and ring the bell. You gotta
True. That's a good point.
go over there and ring
They gotta
ring
get
the post.
Yeah, they got one of these over here. They get your own bell. So 2-0 lead here for Sheridan. And we will restart here. About 10 minutes left here in that first half, or in this first half. And Sheridan started off a little not as dominant as you would have liked to see to start this game, but they've really picked things up here in the towards the end of this first half. And Sheridan again just relentless on the defense here.
Right there in that little circle, you could see Sheridan closing in and limiting the options for passing from the zone. Perfect play.
Carson Chase going to steal it away here, send it back up to Kelton Crow. A great weighted pass. Kelton Crow's going to have to beat his man down the field. He does so successfully. He's gonna look for another cross, and that one just rolls wide. It's a perfect cross, but his target there, Liam Weber.
Was that Kelton Crow you said?
Kelton Crow made a cross.
Yeah, he beat his person up back there.
That was he was running up the field. His defender caught up to him, but then he put on a nice dribble move.
He was going like 110% there.
Yeah. Kelton doesn't slow down. This one will roll out of play. Goal kick here for Campbell County. How many times have you been to Gillette?
Quite a few.
Yeah?
Quite a few.
I don't think I've been to Gillette. It may have been. No, that's not true. I think I went within the last 3 years. But I can count on one hand how many times I've actually been over there.
Been over there to watch Sheridan
Bronx football.
That and the Sheridan Wyoming girls hockey.
Oh, okay.
They play over there sometimes. The high school league, and then sometimes what am I looking here? The Wyoming girls.
Wyoming girl. Oh yeah.
The best of.
Yeah.
I think they've played there a few times too.
We just got another yellow card, by the way. I think this one was against. It was against Sheridan again. The fans are thrilled.
The fans have a lot to say about this right now.
Again, it's chippy.
I said that before we started the broadcast. I said today's going to be chippy.
Yeah, you called it. That's the best prediction I think any of us made. Again, Plato, you're on it again.
Yep. I mean, it's not a hard call. It's Sheridan, Campbell County.
But we'll get a foul call there. This time against Campbell County. Again, chippy.
If he didn't call that one, I think people were going to leave their seats.
I was going to say, we're going to see people running onto the field. It's a quick free kick taken from Breck Reed, trying to find his teammate out wide. And he did initially. There's Bryce Child on that. But it's knocked away Campbell County, by Campbell County, so we'll have a throw in here for Sheridan. Carson Chase going to take it. So yeah, it looks like that yellow card that Christian Burgess got was because of hitting the flag. Big thank you to Coleman Hanchett on that. Crack investigator.
Coleman's always got our back.
Mm-hmm.
Even while running the camera.
Even while running the camera. Got a corner here. It's taken nicely, but knocked away into the out-of-bounds area, so it'll be a goal kick for Campbell County. Yeah, there's no slide against Gillette by any means. I just haven't been there very much. Just never had to go over there.
Passing through, I stopped by the Olive Garden, for sure.
What do you, where, like when you're passing through, where are you going? Like what's on the way?
Oh, destination?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
I don't actually know. I don't get out to that part of the, guess what, South Dakota's.
I think on the way to like Deadwood.
Okay, so South
Question
Dakota,
mark?
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right. So yeah, that like going through to Spearfish or whatever
Yeah,
too.
I think so.
Rapid City, that area. Deadwood, dude. You want me to be honest with you? Deadwood. That's not my favorite town in the world.
It's a blast.
You like Deadwood? You a big
Love
Deadwood
it.
guy?
Don't go there often, but oh no.
As we have
Here
an
we go.
opportunity here for Gillette. Campbell County going to have a one-on-one situation. Saved by Negrone.
Wow.
That was an awesome save. That's going to keep this a 2-0 lead for Sheridan, and Sheridan is pumped.
The crowd went wild with that save.
That was awesome. Great save. It was Carson Ashid on the initial shot attempt. He probably could have taken another dribble or two to get closer. As well as a corner here for Campbell County, but it's going to go out of play, and it'll be a goal kick here for Sheridan. So great keeping there by Negrone. That was awesome. What a save. That might be the save of the year for him.
I think that was on senior night. What a save.
True, yeah. That's one he will remember. We've got about 5 minutes left to go here in this second half, or this first half, excuse me. Yeah, Deadwood. Deadwood for me, the thing that like Deadwood does, I just don't like the. And this is something that I've heard from other people as well. Just the vibe.
Yeah.
You know, like it just because there's so many like not aspen trees, but the what are they called? Are they aspen trees?
Maybe.
Trees.
Mm-hmm.
The pine ones.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Okay, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm talking about?
Yep.
It's just surrounding the town, and it just gets a dark vibe for me. But
I think it's crazy how the angle, like right next to Deadwood, the houses are going like straight up.
It's very it's very kind of San Francisco-y in that way, where like they're just building on the cliffside essentially.
I probably like it because I used to watch a few of the TV shows
Oh,
about
the Deadwood show?
And yeah.
It's a good show from everything that I've heard. I've never
Yeah.
seen it, but I've heard it's very good.
They do some reenactments in the summer and stuff like that. It's good.
Oh, that's cool. See, I like that.
Some shootouts in the street.
And they're like, oh, that's just we're just doing reenactments.
Yep, nothing to see here.
Sheridan on the attack again, but it's going to be picked up by Patrick Lynch relatively easily there. He's going to send it away. Yeah, I haven't been there very often. I've only been there probably 2 or 3 times maybe. But each time I was like, I don't know, just not for me, I guess. Not my town.
Yeah.
Not my kind of town.
The ref still getting some
He's getting jeers.
some cheers from the crowd here.
There's another free kick here for Campbell, so we'll see what they do here. Honestly, kind of impressive. Sheridan hasn't given up a goal yet because of how many fouls they've been issued.
Yep.
And now Campbell County will be given one. Kelton Crow wins it. Somebody asked in our chat here on the YouTube chat, is there a Panda Express in Gillette? I actually don't know.
I think there is.
Sheridan with an opportunity. Kelton Crow going to get on top of it after the free kick, and it's going to bounce around, but Patrick Lynch going to be able to get a hold of it.
Actually, I don't remember. I know Cheyenne and Billings.
Yeah.
Because every time I stop, it's a Panda Express stop.
You a big Panda Express guy?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever had Panda Express.
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get the same thing every time.
What is it? What's your go-to?
Orange chicken.
That's the right pick.
It's so good.
I'm an orange chicken guy, too. General Tso's chicken. I'm not a big spicy guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's just the right amount of spice there.
Yeah. There's a limit to it. By the way, General Tso, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that was not a real person. I think they made that up.
I think it's an American thing.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna nod confidently on that one. I don't think I haven't.
And I'm okay with that. It tastes amazing.
I'm okay with it. Hey, if it tastes good, I'll have it. Call me crazy. We'll have another foul called here against Sheridan. Another one. But the free kick taken away by Sheridan. Again, good defense being played. Got about 1:30 left in this first half.
Panda Express is in Cheyenne and Laramie only.
Dang.
None in Gillette.
How about that? Good. I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of. We're limited on the number of fast food chains we have, just overall in the state of Wyoming. But one that we do have is McDonald's.
That was stellar.
Thank you. And Larry Story Jr. and the staff at McDonald's, they would like to invite you out before or after these soccer matches at either of their locations on North Main Street or on Coffeen Avenue. Right now you can get a 20-piece chicken McNugget for just $6 or go with the McValue meal for buy one and add one for $1 more. Stop by after the game on North Main or before the game on North Main and Coffeen Avenue or McDonald's in Buffalo and Gillette to take advantage of that deal.
There was no call there.
Yeah.
And Sheridan and the fans is not.
They're jeering.
Not happy.
That one will be called.
From here on out, this game is going to get a little rough. I'll tell you that. But same thing happens in hockey.
Yeah.
Same thing happens in hockey.
Hey, you know what? The referees are human too.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Yep. I mean, not saying they're doing a bad job at any way, but.
Dude, I'll be honest with you. Referee, maybe top 5 list on jobs I would not want, just in general.
Correct.
I tip my cap to these guys. We are going to head into half. It is a 2-0 lead. Sheridan has the 2-0 lead. We will head into the halftime break. We'll get about a 10-minute break here, and we'll come back for the start of the second half here between Sheridan and Campbell County. So keep an eye on it, and we'll be back here in about 10 minutes. Here at Homer Scott Field. You're watching Sheridan Bronc Soccer on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media YouTube and Facebook pages. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Homer Scott Field. We are underway here in the second half. Sheridan had the initial kickoff, but Campbell County going to get on top of it. Sheridan tried to find something a little quick to get things going, but Campbell County going to retain possession. 2-0 lead here for Sheridan in the first half. As we start the second half here, a couple of nice goals from crosses. One for Christian Burgess and one for Ty Gilbertson on the score sheet here today, and Kelton Crow's got one assist on there as well. Sheridan looking to finish off a 2-0 victory here and stay undefeated on the year with only 2 draws against their record against Central and Laramie. As Campbell County is trying to avoid going 4-2-2. They're 4-1-2 right now with their lone loss coming to Central, and their 2 draws coming from East and Laramie. But Sheridan in control here. Played pretty well. They've been fouling quite a bit. If you're just joining us, they've been fouling kind of a lot here in this game, and it's gotten a little dicey at times for both of these teams, as well as the parents in the stands, if you will, the fans in the stands getting a little jeery, letting some referees hear it and whatnot. But for the most part, been a fun game. Chippy as always.
Been a great game.
Yeah, it's been a fun game to watch. These two teams, the rivalry is alive and well, especially in a bunch of other sports, but soccer here as well. These teams have been chippier than we've seen other matchups between Sheridan and other teams so far this year. Sheridan going to have possession here. They're going to try to move forward with it and try to find Kelton Crow, but gets intercepted nicely there by the Campbell County defender. It's Connor Bates on the initial pass. And then another foul this time against Bateson. Campbell County will get possession with a free kick here. 43-yard line.
I like having the yard markers sometimes.
It honestly helps a lot.
I mean, what else would you say?
Yeah, what am I going to describe? How would I say it? I guess a lot of the more, what's the word I'm looking for? The more experienced soccer commentators just kind of know it just from being around it a lot, but the yard markers help a lot.
We're like 35% down the field.
Right, exactly. Or they'll do the yardage, but they have a better idea of it even without the yard markers. Through ball here to Bryce Child. He tries to keep it in and does not. Throw in coming here for Campbell County. We'll see how much Campbell County tries to start to turn up the pressure a little bit more as this game goes along. Again, down 2-0. And we might see some more high-pressure attacks from this Campbell team. Child going to get it on the outside here. Tries to cross it in, but blocked nicely by that Campbell County defender. That was Santiago Becerra.
This game has had more slide tackle attempts and slide tackles than I've seen in any other game.
Yeah. That's probably a safe assumption. Throw in here from Sheridan. I didn't see what the call was there. Maybe another foul against Sheridan, I guess. The something to keep an eye on, too, is the goalkeeper for Campbell County, Patrick Lynch. If the ball's coming down here on this near side on your camera, he's going to have to battle the sun a little bit as it's starting to set here on our west side over here behind the score box, or press box. So Negron's going to clear this one out himself. Same thing will go for, well, actually, it won't be as much of in the eyes as Negron. He doesn't have to look upfield the way that Lynch does. So we might see a lot of attacks come from this near side.
That darn sun.
It's always there. It's always there. Whether you like it or not. Sheridan with possession, passing it around the back a little bit here, trying to find an opening. Christian Burgess himself is
Good plays.
Himself open, yeah, finding the triangles, if you will. Alexander Osborne on it now, but good defense being played there by Campbell County. And then turned over.
Sheridan got lucky on that bounce right there.
Yeah, right back to Breck Reed's foot. And Bryce Child had it initially, tried to find his teammate. He was going for a through ball there, Connor Bateson, but turned over, and then Carson Chase to play some good defense there, and he will force a throw in for Sheridan. And a shot opportunity here for Bateson as it landed in front of his feet. Campbell County was trying to clear it, but did not do it very successfully. And again, a high press there by Sheridan will force the throw in, this time for Campbell County, though.
The visiting stands are having a hard time seeing the game right now. The sun is right
beating down on you.
It's at that low angle, that low irritating angle.
I don't think I've ever sat over there. Ever.
I don't think I have either.
I've never even thought about it. But why would you, you know?
Actually, I think I've taken photos there for an event.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Well,
too long.
graduation's never pointing that way, right? It's always, that would be your back, essentially.
Yeah.
What are you taking photos for? Like football, I guess, or something?
I think it was soccer, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
It felt weird being over there. I was like,
yeah,
this feels weird.
Attack opportunity here for Sheridan. Cross in, trying to find Child on the opposite side, but cleared away nicely by Campbell County. But Sheridan's going to get on top of it, and a shot taken, but over the goal posts, and it'll be a goal kick for Campbell County. So the attack's still on here for Sheridan. Doing a good job. You ever have one of those places like a place you've been to overall a bunch of times, but a spot in it you've just never been? Does that make sense? It's like the Sheridan media offices.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a place I've never been in the Sheridan media offices. Oh, example. The Sheridan media offices, we have that little building down by the tower.
Yeah.
Never been in there.
Never been in there.
No idea what it looks like in there.
Let's take you tomorrow and let's just go say hi.
I have no idea what is in there. It's all just a guess, and it's all an imagination in my head.
A lot of transmitters.
I've been working in there for 10 years, and I have no idea what the inside of that room looks like.
Radio equipment. It's quite warm.
Really?
In the summertime, actually.
Yeah. We have an AC that works down there,
yeah.
Too, don't we?
Yep.
Man, see, that's weird to think about. Pretty good weighted pass here from Campbell County, trying to send it down, but good recovery defense by Breck Reed. He's going to send it back to Negron, who will send it back up towards his defenders. And Sheridan will try to rebuild back up, but good interception made. Campbell County.
Have you been to the transmitter site on the mountain?
I've been there once. It was a long time ago.
I like the view.
It is cool. It's a cool little area up there, honestly. It's up Redgrade, is right? Is that the road that's up there? Yeah. And opportunity for Kelton Crow, but he's going to get fouled. No foul called, excuse me. Oh, no, yes, a foul called. Yeah, the lines judge down here will call the foul.
People in the Sheridan stand were calling for a yellow card.
None coming, though. It is kind of, I mean, the difference in yellow cards here is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, both sides are dishing it out, but Sheridan, I think, is the only one that has gotten any yellow cards so far in this game.
Ever since the two yellow cards came out real quick, I think it's been headed their direction, that's for sure.
Cross in from Child, and knocked away initially by Lynch, and it'll be headed in for a goal. Alex Osborne on it.
Wow. Don't touch
the flag.
The flags during the celebration.
Yeah, especially Alex Osborne. If he gets another yellow, that will end his day. So that is a goal for Alex Osborne. Some of the fans are
saying not to over-celebrate.
Giving tips, giving tips on the celebration. Understandable.
Requesting golf claps.
Especially Osborne. Again, he's already got one yellow, so if he gets another one, that would not be ideal.
He could probably jump over the corner flag.
That's true. That would actually be funny. He got the yellow for, well, he didn't get the yellow for touching the flag, but just to test the boundaries. Hey, can I jump over this?
As long as you don't touch it.
As long as you don't touch it. Them's the breaks. You got to respect the corner flag, okay? Yep. Don't mess around with the corner flag. What a weird rule.
That is a weird rule. You know what? I did not know that
Right?
one.
Yeah.
At all.
Imagine in baseball, we'll get a foul call here against Sheridan. This one I didn't really.
I did not see.
It may have been a high kick from Carson Chase.
There was no one in the area,
But there was no one in the area. Yeah, I don't know what that one would actually be against. We'll get a free kick here from Sheridan, or from Campbell County in a dangerous area, too. I didn't really get that call, but, you know, the call has been made, so.
It's a much different view from up here.
It is much different.
It's got to be.
We got the eagle eye, per se.
Yeah. Weird angles. Sometimes when I think the ball's going in, it's not.
Free kick taken here, and it's going to go over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for Sheridan. So, not a shot on target. Pretty, had some power on it too, but
yeah,
just a little high.
Quite the deflection off the post.
I didn't realize how much those goalposts move. The field goal uprights.
Yeah,
they move quite a bit.
He shook that thing.
Yeah. Got about 29 and a half minutes to go here in this second half. Sheridan leading 3-0. 3 goals from 3 separate players. And he will get a yellow card.
See, Gilby's not dressed out.
Is he in street clothes down there?
I think so.
Yeah, he's got a T-shirt on. He still has his shorts on underneath, so.
Maybe just staying warm.
Yeah, maybe. He did start, though, I believe.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, he did start. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. So, yellow card against Garrett Herther of Campbell.
I think that's Campbell County's second yellow card of the game.
Yeah, that sounds right. Sheridan's gotten 4, if I'm not mistaken. As well have a free kick here for Sheridan. It's going to bounce harmlessly down. Patrick Lynch will roll it out, and try to get quick counterattack going here. But Sheridan's going to snuff it out pretty nice.
Oh, you were right. Gilby was just staying warm. He's coming in right
he's
now.
Coming in. The warm-up shirt on.
Waiting to come in.
Trying to count up what yellow cards we actually have on the field so far. And I think if it's not 4, it might be 5.
I think it might be 5.
Just total.
Sheridan being smart. There's not a lot of talking after the play.
Nope.
I think there might have been some conversations, just guessing. Hey, no conversations after the play. Just go
Keep
play
it
the game.
moving.
Yep. That's just a guess, but
4 yellow cards against Sheridan from my count here. And I saw the one against Gillette. I didn't see the other one that they had. I could be wrong about that, but 5 in total on my count. Which that's a high number. We'll have a free kick here again against Sheridan. Campbell County going to stand at the ball and look for a cross in. Here it comes in a bad angle, but knocked away for a goal kick.
with Campbell County having all these set pieces and attempts, Sheridan's doing a fantastic job keeping these out of the net.
Yeah. Yeah, with how many fouls they've had called against them, it is kind of surprising. Sheridan has not given up a goal here yet. Just by rule of thumb, I guess you'd expect more a goal from a team that's got that many fouls against them.
Quick shout out to some more of our sponsors. We have First Northern Bank, One Health, Midway Auto and RV, Branded 307, Wyoming Department of Transportation, Best Real Estate, Sheridan Wyoming Sports Cars, and A+ Plumbers. Thank you to all of our amazing sponsors.
You ever thought about getting an RV?
You know what? It's kind of hard not to think about it.
Yeah, true. Especially around here.
Yeah. Just pull up and just stop and sleep. camp.
Anywhere you want, yeah. Pretty much. I actually don't know the rules on that. Can you just like stop and sleep anywhere, or is it designated? I think it's designated areas,
Designated areas usually. I think Walmarts allow you to.
Really?
Stop
I didn't know
and,
that.
Yeah, if you pull up to our Walmart, there's usually a lot of RVs out there.
Yeah.
They get the benefit of people coming in and shopping.
That's a good
hanging out,
point.
so.
Touche. I did not think of that.
But going to your favorite destination or whatever just sounds amazing. Just to pull up and stop that RV.
You don't have to worry about hotel fees or getting hotels or
Yeah.
anything like that. You can just sleep in the car. Why not?
There's got to be more to it than that, but it sounds fun.
Wonder who came up with that concept? You know?
Yeah.
What if I put my house in a car?
Right.
And then I can drive everywhere. I don't think I've never gone RVing. So I don't have a friend or anybody like that that's had an RV that I've gone along with on like a camping trip or anything. But that would be, for me anyways, like if I were to do camping, that would be the preferred way. I'm not like a tent sleeper.
Yeah. During COVID, my wife and I went up to the mountains, and I'm like, hey, it's going to be nice and toasty.
Mm-hmm.
Not too cold. Be a little cold. Went up in July.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. Not many people out there. Got away. We froze. My wife was like, I'm never going camping with you again. We froze at the end of July up at Dead Sweet. It was a lot of fun, though.
Changes drastically.
We had 0-degree bags and everything. I mean, it's definitely not my first time camping, but holy smokes, we froze, and we were prepared for it. So
just goes to show.
We were down kind of by a creek, and so it was just real cold at night.
Oh, yeah.
It was beautiful, though.
Cool air coming off the creek, too.
I don't get up to the mountains enough.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Take it for granted. It's the same thing for like people that live on coasts.
Oh yeah.
The beach. They probably take it for granted more than they.
See that could be my life right there too.
Yeah. See, I enjoy the beach, but I would probably end up doing the same thing. Like I think to myself, if I lived on the beach, I'd go there every day. But after like 2.5 weeks, I'd probably just not go nearly as much. We'll get another foul call. This one against Sheridan or against Campbell County.
See, I could RV up and down the coastline. That could be my retirement right there. Give me a solid internet connection, and RV.
That's the hard part.
and yeah, we got good internet now.
Yeah.
And I could travel the coast.
That'll be in 40 years from now. When I'm like, I wonder what happened. What's going on with Steven Schreffler these days?
Yeah.
I'll give you a call and be like, yeah, I'm hanging out I'm hanging out in my RV. Just got out of South Dakota, moving to North Dakota now, or South Dakota, South Carolina, moving up the coast of North Carolina.
I do love the Pacific Coast over in Oregon, Washington area.
You'd hit the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway.
It. Going there for vacation this summer again.
Oh, cool. Sheridan on the attack here, trying to find something in the middle of the field. But nothing doing. Campbell County knocking it away again. Sheridan been on the attack pretty resentfully. And a misplay here from Patrick Lynch is going to put the ball in the middle of the field.
Wow.
And a goal here for Sheridan once again to make it 4-0.
That was a pinball going back and forth.
That one was bouncing all over the place. It's going to be a goal for Liam Weber, the beneficiary. It was a defensive header attempt from Garrett Herther to try to clear it out, but it went right back to the head of Liam Weber, and he was able to knock it in pretty easily to make it a 4-0 lead for Sheridan. Dominant performance here from the Bronx tonight. About 22 minutes and 25 seconds to go on the second half clock.
What a good showing for senior night.
Absolutely.
Just the extra cherry on top.
You're highly motivated, obviously. You want to send it out. Have your last game at home be a win. And Sheridan the lead comfortably here. Not over, obviously, but the lead comfortably. Trying to make that reality this evening. So the Broncs ahead comfortably here with 4 goals, all 4 from separate players as well.
Have you been to the Oregon coast?
I've been there once. And no, actually probably more than once, but once that I can remember anyways.
The water's cooler, but
Yeah, that was a rude awakening for me. I found that out the hard way. I was so I went to there was a baseball tournament that we went to in the Dalles, Oregon.
oh yeah,
Which is not that far off of the coast, but a couple hours drive or something. And we went there, and I was like, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be warm water, and the sun was great. I mean, it was warm temperature and everything like that.
Would you go to Seaside, Cannon Beach?
Bingo! It was Seaside. That's exactly where we
Love
went.
Seaside. I've spent more time at Seaside than I have any other coast.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we went to Seaside. But I was gonna get in the water, and I immediately, you like start running towards it, and once my feet started touching the water, I was like, oh my god, this is cold.
On some of those cold days, I am sometimes the only person in the water.
Yeah.
Last time we were there, it was me and my daughter were the only people in the water, and everyone had their big
Yeah.
winter coats on.
Yeah. Yeah, they were in full clothing on the beach.
Yes.
That's funny.
But quite amazing.
Yeah, I went to. Wow, you clocked the name of the town before I did, and I forgot. It was Seaside.
That is the touristy beach of
Yeah.
Oregon.
We'll have a through ball top opportunity here for Ty Gilbertson. Going to try to get on top of it. Good move as he gets around a defender. Good defender recovers and blocks it away. Nicely done. And then a shot taken, but it's going to go too high. It'll be a goal kick. Big shout out to Camco Federal Credit Union as well. They can help finance your home you've been looking for. They also offer home equity lines of credit. Come in today or apply online at camcofcu.com. Campco Federal Credit Union is a member NCUA, an equal housing lender, and they're supporting Bronc and Lady Bronc soccer. Also, you can head over there and they can get you a competitive rate if maybe you are looking to buy that RV, travel up the coast with it, or something like that.
Yeah.
Big thank you to Campco for the sponsorship as always. And then if you're traveling up the coast and you need the internet to be working exceptionally well, you can head over to Range, and they'll put you together with some nice high-speed internet, good security internet as well. High-security internet over at Range. One of our great sponsors, title sponsors here for these broadcasts as well. Again, this will be our last one for the Broncs. Lady Broncs will play again on Friday and then on Saturday as well. And we'll have those ones for you here on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media YouTube and Facebook pages as well.
Friday, I think, is a 6 o'clock game, and then Saturday's noon?
Yep.
Awesome. It'd be hard to pick what coast. If I had to pick Pacific Coast or Florida, I love them both.
They don't have the Atlanta highways are a little more broken up, so it's not like you can go coast to coast, essentially. Or tip to tip, if you will. But still, I've been to South Carolina. I've been to, as far as like a warmer coast is, that one was pretty nice. But I used to live in Florida too, so you get the Gulfs on both, the Gulf on one side, the Atlantic on the other.
That's just like best of both worlds right
nice.
there.
It's nice, and then you get like hurricane season. It's like, this is awful.
See,
Get me out of here.
Going back a few broadcasts ago, you were like, my toxic trait is I could land a plane, right?
Mm-hmm.
My toxic trait is I would love to experience a hurricane at least once.
You've never been in one?
No, a hurricane?
Okay.
No.
It's not. Well, one, it depends on where you're at, obviously.
Well, technically, maybe. I helped my sister move in to one of her dorm rooms over in Massachusetts during a hurricane, but it was just a drizzle.
Okay, so you got the edge of it, essentially?
Yeah.
Was it during, what's the one that went up the coast over there? Irving or whatever it was called?
I don't remember which one.
I can't remember the name.
So long ago.
Yeah, you get. I mean, like we get snow season here, they get hurricane season.
Yeah.
Down on that side of the country, and it depends on how.
I'd like to see like a 3.
Yeah.
I'd like to see like a 2 or 3.
Yeah, they're not. They're they're scary.
Yeah.
It's just imagine like a very, very long and windy thunderstorm is essentially.
That's the scary part
what
to
it's
me
like.
is like, hey, you get to a point and you're like, you can't just be done with it. Like you've got to be just on your toes waiting it out.
Pretty much, you have to. You're hunkered down, as they say.
You're like on an airplane. You can't just get out and leave.
No, yeah. Like if you get out and leave, you're gonna get caught in flooding. I mean, there's winds you got to worry about. It's the big dangerous thing are like when the tree branches, if they start breaking and then they start moving around and stuff too.
They turn into like javelins.
Yeah, then they'll hit your windows or whatever. Also, if there's flooding, you got to worry about the power lines. If power lines are down too, it could be electrifying the water. You don't even know it. We've seen that happen before. It's just kind of weird.
So are gators as bad as they say
No,
down
gators
in Florida?
are nothing. Gators are they're usually you approach gators the same way that you approach like rattlesnakes here.
Okay.
You know,
Just
leave it alone. It'll leave you alone. Most of the time they're just sunbathing.
Nice cross.
Cross here, knocked away again by Campbell County. A shot taken again. Nearly stuck through a couple of defenders there from. I think that was Cameron Bateson who took the shot. But yeah, gators they're actually really cool. I mean, most of the time they're not gonna come after you unless you're.
My mom was golfing down there, and she was like, we saw a gator, and she's like, that's enough for me.
Usually, if they're on the golf course, they're definitely out just catching the sun. We'll have a cross here, and it's going to land on the opposite side. Connor Bates is going to run it down. He's going to cross it over to Carson Chase, and Paxton Lynch will run up. Paxton Lynch, that's not his name. Patrick Lynch. Paxton Lynch used to play for the Broncos. Patrick Lynch come up and clear it himself. Yeah, the ones that are more gators I'm chilling with. Cool guys, you know. Scary looking, but
yeah.
Dude, the thing that people forget, gators have been around since before humans have been around on this planet.
True.
I mean, they've been around forever.
They're just chilling at this point.
They're just chilling, yeah. They're used to everything now. The ones that kind of freaked me out the most, at least when I was down there, were like the the misplay from Negron, and that's going to lead to a goal in the back of the net for Campbell. Carson Ashid that scores the goal. That was just a misplay from the defense of Sheridan. That's a rare sight to see.
You haven't seen hardly any of those this season, that's for
Nope.
sure.
Yeah, Eli Negron's been nails back there for most of the season. Alex Osborne just got tackled, and then it's just kind of a miscommunication from Keegan Rager and then Eli Negron as well, as one thought the other was going to go over and get the ball.
Campbell County was like, really? Do I just got to just put this in here?
This is how we score the goal? This is how we score our first goal of the night, huh? Yeah, that was unfortunate for Sheridan.
Oh, ouch.
As Bryce Child got hit by...
In the face.
Yep. He wore one on the noggin. And he's going to be down here for a second. Was there a foul called for that or no?
Nope, there was not.
Man. Okay.
Ref is motioning.
Yep. He wants
for trainer and coach.
Trainer coming out there. So is the coach. We're going to have a sub come on, obviously. It's Bryce Child who is down.
I didn't see the contact. I only saw him after
I didn't
he
either.
went down.
Yeah, I saw him go down. I'm going to rewatch it here on the broadcast. And it just looks like a collision between the Campbell County player and the Bryce Child.
Those things do happen.
Yep. Anyways, the ones that scare me, not the gators, it's like the iguanas.
Yeah.
They're just they're not gonna attack you very often, but they are just like they're just creepy crawlies, you know.
That is one thing we're lucky with here in Sheridan, Wyoming,
Yeah.
is most of the things die off in the wintertime.
Or go into hibernation.
Yeah.
We don't have to deal with bears very often, thankfully. They don't come down this far off the mountain very often. The big thing are the rattlesnakes. Those are the ones that are...
No giant bugs. Like those bugs in Florida are huge.
Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, the spiders, you get an encounter with some of the spiders down there, you won't forget it. The banana spiders are the popular ones. Those are, yeah. They're usually, banana spiders too, they're not they're not venomous and they don't move very quickly. They're just sitting always in the same spot. In like they'll be in a web that's hanging off of a tree. You'll go there at night and come back.
I would have left Florida too.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have left.
Yeah, we got to a point where we're like, you know what? I think what's funny is my mom. She has a story about that where she was kind of like wondering if she was making the right decision, and I remember her saying that it became a realization that she did when she was moving stuff out of the house, and one of the things she grabbed was like a towel. Or something, or a couple of towels, and there was a spider that had been sitting on it, and she didn't see it, and it jumped on her, like under her neck. It didn't bite her or anything, but she felt it, and she immediately smacked at her like neck and got it off. And after that, that was like her realization. She was like, "This is the right idea."
She's like,
she was like,
I'm
getting
making
out
the
of
right
here.
move.
Yeah, we're leaving this for now. It is a beautiful part of the world, but
yeah,
there's things I could leave without it. As it'll be a restart here for Campbell. Bryce Child does come off the field. He comes over under his own power, but he is being aided by Joanna Goss right now, taking care of him. Joanne, excuse me. So we'll get a goal kick here from Eli Negron. Sheridan going to get on top of it initially, keep it in the midfield, try to keep it alive. So they try to find Cameron Stidley on the outside over there. But it's going to go out of play, and it'll be a throw-in here for Campbell. Got about 15 minutes to go here in the second half. Again, Sheridan up 4-1.
Definitely cooling off out there.
Yeah, definitely cooling off. Sunset pretty quickly. I believe it's supposed to rain tomorrow, too, if I'm not mistaken. More rain tomorrow.
Yep.
It'll be good in the long run.
Yep. No more fire season this year. That'd be great.
That would be stellar. That would be highly ideal. Don't got a lot over there on that side of the mountain to burn away anymore anyways.
Right. I think it was last year we were out on the golf course.
It's a free kick here from Sheridan, but I'm still bouncing around. I thought I heard a whistle. Excuse me.
Yeah, me too. Sheridan trying to turn it around there.
Yep.
We're on the golf course, and we smelled smoke, and we're like, let's just head back to the clubhouse. Good thing we did, because about 2 minutes later, you couldn't even breathe out there.
Yeah, when it changes like that, it changes in a hurry. And golfing in the smoke is... I mean, this is
horrible.
First world problems, but yeah, then it's awful. Not fun. Man, I've never sounded more entitled than I did right there. Golfing in the smoke is terrible.
Terrible.
Meanwhile,
there's no one to bring you your drinks.
Yeah.
It's just an awful
what am I
time all
supposed to
around.
do?
You can't see the pin.
I can't find my ball. Got about 12 minutes left here in this second half. 4-1 lead, comfortable here for Sheridan.
Golf, soccer, all the sports are just amazing here at the foot of the Bighorns. It's just amazing.
Especially, this is probably my favorite time of year to get all this stuff too, just because it's beautiful. You know, the grass is green. Stays green for a long time too. Once we get into like August, when we haven't had rain in a while, and everything starts to turn a little bit, and it's hot.
What's crazy when it's rained that much.
Kelton Crow with a great cross over the middle. It's going to be cleared out. Be a corner kick. That was almost a beautiful pass.
That was a great pass. When you're going between like here and Casper and it's still green out, that's an amazing sight to see.
Yeah, I remember going through when I was driving to Laramie. It was Laramie this year because we had the football game that was down there, and that was still like kind of early winter. Sheridan trying to find an opportunity here. A little kick towards the goalpost. It's off the post after, and then a rebounded goal by Sheridan. I believe it's Kelton Crow on the goal on that one.
I believe you're right.
It was a good initial shot, too. It just went off the post, and then on the rebound, deflected at first.
Sheridan getting back and resetting quickly after that goal. That was amazing.
They said no celebration. We go right to the center circle.
He put that in with authority as well.
He left no doubt on that one. And then the great sprint back. Hustle. So it's a 5-1 lead here for Sheridan. That's Kelton Kroll's first goal of the game today. He's got an assist, though, as well.
Gilby with a nice header moving forward. Swept up by the keeper.
5 goals from 5 different players on the Sheridan team in this one. Liam Weber with a goal, Christian Burgess with a goal, Alex Osborne with a goal, Ty Gilbertson with a goal, and Kelton Crow with goals here in this game for Sheridan. Impressive showing. And we'll get a foul call against Sheridan again. I have no idea.
I don't even know. I thought that was going to be against Campbell.
So did I. I'm surprised by that call.
People in the stands are definitely not happy.
They're jeering. Free kick here coming from Gillette. Pretty good free kick. It's going to bounce right into the hands of Negron, though. Eli doing a good job in between the pipes here today. He's given up 1 goal, and it was just a miscommunication from him and his defender. But other than that, it's been pretty locked down. He made an amazing save in the first half. Was that first half or was that second half? That was first half, right?
First half, I think.
Okay.
Sheridan just needs to park the bus and keep this clean, but
Pretty
they're being
much.
very aggressive.
Yep. I mean, they might rub it on a little bit for
a few minutes.
Yeah, it's the rivalry game, you know. Great slide tackle there from Carson Chase. That was beautifully done.
That was
And
clean.
then Carson's going to come up and clean it up as well. Forced a throw in.
Carson Chase slid for like a mile on that one.
That's the great thing about the turf. If you slide on the turf, you'll slide forever.
That looked like a video game.
Yeah. It's Alan Hernandez, who was the victim of the tackle. He's hobbled a little bit. He's gonna try to stay on though.
Then he did like a slide cancel and went back to play.
Yeah, and then he was playing. Then he was back on defense. Great play by Carson Chase. Going to throw in here from Carson. He tries to get it back over towards the middle, towards the keeper, but a little too much on it as Lynch will come up and grab it. You ever experienced a tornado?
Not a full-on tornado on the ground next to me.
Mm-hmm.
However, I've seen quite a few funnel clouds.
Okay. I've never experienced one either, but yeah, I mean, you know, I lived in Oklahoma for a little bit. My dad has lived in Oklahoma like his whole life.
Yes.
So, you know, that's Tornado Alley. So, but I've thankfully, never been a part of one, but been around places that have been hit by them, obviously, and hurricanes are just less aggressive, longer versions of that.
Okay.
I guess is how I would describe it.
Little kid growing up, we used to drive through South Dakota, all of that on the way to Wisconsin, and we saw tons of storms and funnel clouds along the way all the time during our trips, and I think that's what got me into
storms,
you know. But I respect them a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, you're cool, but I'm going to watch you from back here.
I'm going to stay over here. Would you ever want to be a chaser?
I thought about it when I was younger, but
yeah.
I hate being on the road that long. And you got to live on the road.
Yeah, it's motels and gas stations.
Yeah, it's a lot of Slim Jims and Yoo-Hoos.
Yeah, that's not. I agree with you there. I'm not a huge. I'm not the biggest road trip guy on planet Earth. And that's basically all they're doing.
That'd be fun for like a week,
Yeah.
and then I'd be done.
The other thing is, too, that's like the road trip part of it is like 90% of what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's not even like they're literally chasing storms.
What would irritate me is I'm such a destination person.
Yeah.
Like get there, they will go south for like 1,000 miles, and they're like, nope, everything changed. We need to go
north again.
500 miles. I'm like, oh,
On the same road we were just 1,000 miles on.
no way.
See it all again. Throw in here from Sheridan, looking for something in the middle once again. Campbell County trying to clear it out, but not doing it successfully. Some good defense being played. Alexander Whitehead on it.
I've actually seen 2 funnel clouds here in Sheridan.
Really?
A long time ago.
I don't think I've ever...
Yellow card.
Another one. This one's against Carson J. No, that's not Carson Chase. Excuse me. I think that's Connor Bateson.
He was standing right next to the ref.
Yeah, I wonder what that... Man, I had Connor Bateson down as one... Or no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I had him down as a yellow card as well, so I think that one is incorrect. But now he does have one.
That's 6.
6 total. Yeah, I'm missing somebody.
5 or 6.
The yellow card that the ref has been writing on is getting filled up. He's going to have to get a second one. We're going to have to wait for the clock to stop. And then reset it here because of the yellow card.
Sheridan has 5 minutes left to not say a word. Assuming what that's happened. I don't even know at this point. This is more yellow cards I've seen all season combined.
Yeah, same. Definitely. Probably double what we've seen combined. From both the Lady Broncs and the Broncs.
Yeah, definitely.
Throw in coming in. It's headed by a Sheridan player, but it's going to get knocked out behind. It'll be a goal kick. And the goal kick going to be initially won by Campbell County, but it's going to be knocked out of play. And it will be a throw-in for Sheridan, it looks like. And Sheridan will throw it in. Campbell County going to take it away, though. And now Negron's going to come up with it after a through ball. Gilbertson back here playing a little bit of right back here in this one.
Oh, big collision
We'll have
there.
a collision. And it'll be C.J. Gaskins is the one that the foul's going to be called there against. Again, been chippy tonight.
Yep. I think this will be continue to be chippy until
Till the final whistle.
The final whistle's been blown.
Maybe even after. We'll see. We'll see how the handshake line goes. A couple of these guys do play multiple sports as well, obviously. So this is the chippiness that carries through.
Now, the games have been good, and the crowd's actually been good, so I'm not trying to say anything, but when Sheridan plays Gillette in Sheridan Junior Hawks, Sheridan Police, maybe just by chance, are usually
they're on hand.
On hand.
I believe that. It is a
never needed that I know of, but
it's a hockey game.
It's definitely a hockey game.
That's that sounds like a hockey crowd to me.
Yeah, I say that, but our hockey crowd for the most part is pretty amazing.
But they're passionate.
Very passionate.
Big thing. Which is also, I mean, a lot of these fans here tonight have been very passionate as well.
I can say the same thing about soccer tonight for sure.
The through ball here to Campbell County, trying to find something, but it's going to be crossed away. Rolled in Cortez. So about 3 minutes to go here in this second half. been a long second half, too. We've had, because of the yellow card stoppages, we've had, obviously, goals and whatnot for Sheridan and Campbell County. Campbell County's put one in this second half. As Eli Negron is going to come up and try to take it out of the air, but gets behind him. Some good defense being played by Breck Reed. He's going to clear it away. Nice job. Eli Negron got kind of sideswiped a little bit there, trying to keep it in. There's a through ball here to the outside, but it's going to roll out of play.
I was trying to figure out what brought Negron down there.
Is he still down?
No,
Okay.
He was down for just a second.
Yeah, he got kind of sideswiped a little bit from one of the Gillette players going for the ball there. So we get down to the 2-minute warning, if you will, here in this one. Leading comfortably, Sheridan. We'll have to see if there's a chippiness to the Lady Bronc game against Campbell County as well. I think they play next Tuesday against Campbell County.
Okay.
We'll have that one live for you as well here, and we'll see if the chippiness carries over in that matchup.
I'm going to go ahead and say I would place my bets on yes.
It's the rivalry. It's always like this, you know?
You would think that goes away when you're an adult. It really doesn't.
Okay, so I think it does.
Yeah.
And then you have kids.
And then you have kids that play sports.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
then it all comes back.
I can see that.
But I think after you get out of high school and you don't have, kids that are playing or
Yeah.
Loved ones that are playing or anything like that, then maybe it goes away a little bit more. And then you have kids that are playing sports, and then it all comes back.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Down to a minute to go. Is through ball here. Negron's going to have to clear it out, and it'll stay in, actually. I thought it was going to go out of play.
A lot of backspin on that ball.
Yep. Looked like pulled out the old 60-degree wedge.
Is that how you're supposed to hit that? Mine never do
Yeah,
that.
I know. It's either that or you skull it into the next tee box. We're down to 30 seconds here. Sheridan probably going to be okay just trying to time waste this one away. That's all they really need to do.
Sounds like the tower's getting buzzed here. Helicopter, yeah.
Coming over top of us. I don't know if that's the hospital. No, it's not the hospital one.
No.
Going that direction. I don't know what that is.
It's coming to say hi.
I guess so.
It's the black helicopters. I'll just put my tinfoil hat on right
now. Can you train helicopters here? Like in Sheridan? Oh, maybe it is the hospital one because they're taking the flight path.
Yeah.
That's going to wrap it up here tonight. Sheridan wins. 5-1 victory for the Sheridan Broncs here tonight. Dominant fashion over Campbell County. And Sheridan will continue their unbeaten streak. 5, now 6, 0-2 on the year. And Campbell County will drop down to 4-2-2. I want to thank you very much for tuning in here tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Bronc soccer all season long. We'll have more Lady Bronc soccer for you starting on this Friday and then Saturday as well. And then it'll carry into next Tuesday as well. We got three-peat, I guess is what I'll say. Back-to-back of Lady Broncs coming up to finish off the soccer season, I believe. So keep it here, SheridanMedia.com, and the Sheridan Media Facebook and YouTube pages as well. We greatly appreciate it. Remember to leave a like, subscribe, and everything here to our channels as well to keep up to date on all the Sheridan activities going on around Sheridan County and whatnot. Stephen?
It's been fun.
Thank you
awesome.
very
I
much.
can't wait to watch Lady Broncs here in a few days.
Yep, he'll be here on Friday. Coleman as well. Greatly appreciate him doing the camera work. And we'll be back on Friday. This has been Sheridan Bronc Soccer here on SheridanMedia.com and the Sheridan Media YouTube and Facebook pages.